I haven't done a video in a minute.
Alright, y'all. So I got a couple of friends with me. On my Instagram, I asked people what assumptions they had about Howard University. So we're gonna answer them. But before we start, it's only right. Gotta do Howard intros.
So my name is Joshua Bobby Hughes, and I am a senior mathematics major and secondary education minor from Sicklerville, New Jersey, by way of Queens, New York.
He said the full government. I know that's right. My name is Janiyah Bowers. I am a senior legal communications major, political science minor from the Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. If it's your first time, welcome to the channel. I'm Isaac Alicia. I'm a junior, about to be senior, business management major from King of Prussia, Pennsylvania.
My name is Max McGadney. I'm a junior sports medicine major and minor in chemistry on a pre-med track from Illinois by way of Maine. And yeah.
Okay. Welcome back, YouTube. We're back with another video. My name is June. I am a junior marketing major. I'm actually claiming that I'm a senior because rising senior, you know what I'm saying? Senior season.
Okay.
Listen, we all about to be seniors.
Yep.
Marketing major from Chicago. Journalism, TV, film writer. So that's pretty much Chicago, Illinois. Not any other Chicago. Like there is any other Chicago.
There's only one Chicago.
The real one.
Alright, so I'm gonna get right into these assumptions. There's a lot of them. For more videos like this, or just, a more realistic lifespan look, go follow me on my Instagram. Look at all these assumptions, y'all. Look at this.
Dang.
I took every single screenshot is a different, a whole different.
So
crazy.
Yo, shout out to the engagement.
For real.
For real.
No, cause
Appreciate
y'all
bro.
blessed us.
They was ready for that
I
though.
know that's right.
Alright, so first assumption we got is cliquey because of financial differences. I personally think I've seen it before where there's cliques that are definitely more the rich people and but I feel like most of the time that's not true.
Yeah, like it exists, but it's not the whole,
It's not everything.
yeah.
I think it exists for sure, but the reason why it isn't like crazy prevalent is because respectfully, there's not that many financial brackets. You know what I'm saying? For the most part, like I would say, like 70% of Howard isn't rich. Like
I would
if not,
also
like 80.
I would also say that there are a lot of things that you could bond over with somebody, and a lot of times like finances isn't the main thing. It could be like your passions, your major, like what you're interested in studying, your music tastes, and really just where you want to go with life. That is really where the connections that you form with people are coming from. It's not necessarily like how much money your parents have or you may have at this moment.
Yeah, I think a lot of stuff we did to bond was even like free.
Oh, most definitely, bro. What?
Just chill, like listen to beats and.
It was
Talk,
straight in the
freestyle.
dorms. Yeah, like somebody said, super competitive.
That's life. Honestly, everything that you do in life is a competition. As sad as it may seem, and the best part, I think, that you can do to make it better for yourself is to feel like you already won. But also, convince yourself by saying like, I won because I put this work in. You know what I'm saying?
Half of the students inspire to be a celebrity or politician after they graduate.
I mean, that's not a bad thing.
No, I wouldn't say.
Ain't no
I wouldn't
way.
say half.
They not working for that.
Howard,
They
you
not
gotta
working for
think,
that.
like Howard is the mecca. So yeah, there is an avenue for students that want to do that. But Howard is also responsible for the most black doctors in the nation and the most black engineers in the nation.
I think the most black dentists too.
All
Yeah.
these different like
Mhm.
avenues, and that's not like what chasing
That's not politician or celebrity. That's
Entertainment,
not stardom. That's just.
But it's still
Career.
Howard, you know what I'm saying? Like there's all of that here.
I think 30% want to be like well known on campus throughout their undergraduate career,
For sure.
but maybe like 10 to 15% want to be are aiming for like that, like, oh, this is actually
To be
working.
the notable alum.
Yeah, like to be like a who to be like a Diddy,
A Diddy.
You
Or
know what I'm
Chadwick
saying? Or
Boseman.
Chadwick.
Chadwick.
Or
That's
Tamaji
amazing.
P, or
Right.
Andrew, What's his name? Anthony Anderson.
Anthony
Yeah.
Anderson, yeah.
You just see black people wanting to make their lives better in any way. You know, if that's entertainment, if that's their passion, you know, if it's dentistry, medicine, whatever. But here's where you'll see like the most black people in one place that are just working for something.
Some people,
Something.
No, I was gonna say some people genuinely do not want to be perceived too. Like at Howard, like
Some people just want to go under radar.
For real.
That's real.
Yeah.
This be. Feel me?
like
Just like that.
for real. Then you don't look at me.
Y'all said living college in a delusion.
No, for real.
I said don't perceive me.
Perceive.
Next one is too expensive.
Yes.
Yes.
That's true.
That's just college in general. That's higher education in general, though. Like, this shit is too expensive.
And they boosted our tuition by like 10%, right?
7.
They've been boosting it every year since we've been
Last
here.
year was
No,
2%.
it's
This year was
30
7%. You have to have money to dress nicely and stunt every day.
That's not
False.
real. That's not real.
That's
Oh.
false.
You gotta have at least $20.
Go to a thrift store. Get you some.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying like you gotta have at least if we're talking about if you didn't have nothing, if you came from high school and all you had was let's say a pair of slacks, let's say you had went to a uniform high school, all you had was a pair of slacks, a pair of dress shoes, and a pair of shirts. Like as long as you got $20, you can get like 3 more shirts, you can get 1 other pair of pants, and let's just be real, you can just keep rocking the same shoes until they got holes in them. Like you don't gotta do like all of that.
Like, people will say like they stunt every day, and while some people definitely put on fits almost every day, you can be comfy, you can be cozy. Like that whole idea that you need to pop out every day, wow, there is some truth to it where like if you go out on any certain day, you go and see someone that's fitted, that does not need to be you at all.
For real.
There's been multiple times where I come to campus in sweatpants and a hoodie, and that's that.
That's what I pulled up here today.
Exactly.
Nah, sweatpants.
For real. I was on some sweatpants hoodie vibes today too.
Yeah.
I think it's more so just about the confidence in what you're wearing rather than what it is that you're wearing. Because I've seen people put on, you know, V-Lone, whatever, and not look confident, and then it's not translated as drip. It's just like
Y'all just putting something on.
clothes. And then I've also seen people with a thrift store full fit that is, I'm like, what?
No branding on it.
No branding. And the whole fit was maybe $20, but just because of your confidence in yourself and how you put it on, it translates, you know what I'm saying, way better.
And how it's gonna push you to definitely express your style, you know, because you're gonna see a lot of people like who are expressive of their style, and that's why you just gotta be true to yourself. Like it's no competition to spend a whole lot of money on what you're wearing, but you know what I'm saying. Within that, you might still want to be a little like intentional in how you want to like present yourself, and that's an opportunity to be curious, you know, rather than to be critical type thing.
Y'all are elitist.
I'm not.
I'm not. At least I don't think I am.
Nah.
Y'all specifically, or how are people?
How are people? How are people? How are people? I'm
Okay,
assuming.
okay.
Because it does say y'all, but I'm assuming it means how are people.
I would say yes, because of the type of institution that Howard is. Howard is literally marketed as black excellence. Howard is marketed as like the pinnacle of, oh, you want to be, you know, you want to be the best of the black, you know what I mean? And I think blackness within itself is elitist. It has an elitism to it, which is just, you know, naturally because of the constructs that we have been kind of forced to merge into. Now, do I agree with it? No, not at all. But that's just really just the reality of it. And so I think that instead of complaining about the elitism, I think it's better to just try to think about ways to really engage the entire community to a point where you can't, you know, you can't be elite and you can't break it off depending on who it is because it's all one community aspect.
Hold on. I'm going to turn off the ice maker real quick.
Well, you keep hearing it?
I have a question.
Let me grab my drinky real quick. Bet on it, bet on it.
Troy Bolton?
For me,
Oh, God.
Yeah! Josh, if you guys want to have a High School Musical play like right here.
Right
Just
bro.
over.
Fat, bro.
You didn't get to do your high school. You should do it. Yes,
No, this man should like
We could
shit
do it.
I thought I knew the melodies that I heard you singing.
I don't know how lines, but I'm
And
like,
then you smiled and made me feel like I could sing along. But then you went and changed the words. Now my heart is empty. I'm only left with you and Steve. Once upon a song. Now I know you're not a fairy tale. And dreams were made for sleeping. And kisses on a star just don't come true. But then you went Thumbs up for karaoke
Thumbs up
video.
and a comment for a karaoke
we're
video.
gonna put the credits in there so they don't take it down too. I'm gonna be like, this song is by this person.
Me neither.
Until like a year.
now.
No, I saw the
So
photo
you
and
went to the
everything.
same ice stop that she was talking
The
about?
nigga had Hennessy and everything.
No, I'm not going.
Okay.
I'm not going for sure. I'm going to
What is this song? What's
Yeah.
shit, she doing a little kickback.
okay.
Oh, that's federal!
Yeah, I'm gonna start a Patreon.
If this video gets 2,000 likes, we gonna drop the unedited.
No bull.
Alright, let's keep going.
The ratio isn't what they say it is. It is what they say it is.
No.
What, in terms of women and men?
Yeah.
Don't get me started. Let me start on this.
Go.
This is not an accurate reflection.
No, it is
No.
indeed an accurate reflection. And it's because there's so many women. And, okay, you might see a lot of men, like, in spurts. But you have to really think. Let's just think when, might not be making sense. But a group of 10,000 people, you're only going to see about 2,000 males. That is
No cap.
nutty. And then also, there's a thing called the Howard wife phenomenon. Men will get multiple girls, and they will not even, like, the girls won't even know each other because there's so many women, so many friend groups, so many everything. See, I got these men caught up.
Is that called
What you mean?
I don't know. I am actually a very faithful man.
Me too.
I don't cheat. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I do my dewest of diligence. I'll just say that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Duliest dude.
So like, I feel like as a Howard man, it's our responsibility to, hold our, in solidarity, stay to our word and, treat this woman with respect and,
What I would say is, look, does the ratio exist?
yes.
Yes. But I know for sure at least one man that can hold it down.
One singular
At least
Howard
one.
man.
I can't
At
speak for
least
every Howard
one.
man.
I know at least 3.
But I
Okay.
know at
No
least
bullshit.
I know at least 3.
I can probably count maybe 5 on my hand.
Does
How
the
many
ratio-
of them are in the room right now? Damn.
That's crazy!
Final.
Like I said, I know one.
I know one person.
I know
He knows
I know
one.
A couple of them.
He knows a couple of them. So
I only know
They
so
exist,
many.
you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Like, is the ratio here? But does it work against people's favor?
absolutely.
Yes, it does.
Does it work for some people's favor?
Yes, it does.
Absolutely.
That there's no inclusiveness in representation for Africans / Caribbeans.
I disagree.
I disagree.
We literally have a Caribbean tree.
We literally have an African Student Association that does entire programs and events all year.
It's a good organization too.
There's a great
Yeah,
organization.
the ASA is fire.
Yeah.
There's a Caribbean one too.
Yeah, literally, I think it's Chango.
Another great
Mm-hmm.
organization.
I need to join that next year.
And even in like the big like ASA and CSA, like they have like small little organizations like modeling orgs, dance orgs. Like they make studying groups. Like
They have pageants too.
Yeah.
Campaigns, all that.
It's a big scene at Howard for sure.
They definitely throw the most fire parties. I won't cap. Like fire, dirty
Get the
situation.
people moving. Bless you.
Actual one of the only functions when it's a Caribbean party,
If you
know people are.
If you can go to a Caribbean party, do it.
People are actually going there to just dance. Like literally, you're gonna try to pull somebody and they gonna be like, "Hey, yo, I'm dancing." I don't know what you're talking about.
Y'all know how to dress for real. Short answer:
Yes.
yes. I'm not gonna lie to you. Yes. Someone said they all fine.
People are beautiful.
Yes.
People are beautiful.
That nigga Dre said all hoes, myself included. But they're all very expressive on the outside. Not everybody.
Not to the extent to what you would see
Us.
like, online. Like the internet is really a highlight tape, and especially like the university itself will post its like best moments and show us at Springfest us doing swag surfing, like having a whole lot of fun. But what they don't show you is us like in financial aid office, like, crying, being like, "Yo, this school hates me," like, or it's just like everyone has good days and bad days, and not everyone is expressive to begin with. So you could definitely go like on campus and like not talk to everyone, but at the same time you could go on campus and talk to everyone. So it's really like
it varies.
Yeah, it's a diversity of personality.
Sometimes people tend to interact with just their clique.
Yeah.
80% of the time, I would say that's true.
Yeah.
I feel like at Howard it's really, this is a big word, but I feel like it's scary to really dive into multiple friend groups because you don't know how people are, or people might perceive you. And so when you have a distinct people who are just like you, who think like you feel like a sense of security.
Right.
So I feel like majority of the time, like I stick with my clique because, hey, if I deviate, will my life change to a certain extent? Will my routine change? Or do they see the best in me? Or do they just want to hang out with me for something else?
Right. Yeah. I feel like when it comes to like the cliquiness of Howard, I feel like it comes more in the upperclassmen years. Like my personal experience when I first got on campus was everybody was looking for friends. Everybody was looking for someone to connect with. So during that time, it was more of like, I was talking to everybody. And I literally mean everybody. Like if I liked your shoes, I was going to tell you, hey, I like your shoes. Let's chop, and then I'll chop it up with them and whatever. Like whatever would come from that would come from that. But now that I've found the people that I connect with, it's simply, it takes less effort for me to just stay with my people than it would to, try and expand my horizons all the time. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I just feel like that's just natural progression. Yeah.
Yeah, the freshmen are definitely more friendly because of that like understanding type thing. But also it's like, man, after a certain point, if you really want to make some friends, you really want to be outside the clique, you gotta like do that towards the beginning of the year, because towards the end of the year, I'ma just keep it a buck. It's low key raps. You know what I'm saying? like everybody is locked in. Like they're not switching up. Like, and that doesn't mean you can't make new friends. It just means that like
it's gonna be harder.
It's definitely gonna be harder. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to hang out with people one-on-one. You're not really gonna find 5, 6, 7 people you're trying to be like down with type thing. You might as well just go for quality over quantity bro. And then from there, once you get locked in with your one, you know what I'm saying, you probably gonna meet they 6. You know what I'm saying? They got some good people there. Hopefully if you vibe with them, now you vibing, but you know, don't lose your own sense of independence and like everybody still has alone time. Nobody is going to sleep and waking up with all of these different people. Like,
Right.
some people are, but
It's okay to be alone.
yeah.
That's the one.
That's one thing that college really taught me how to do is just be
you.
with myself. You know what I'm saying? Not even by myself, but just really enjoy being with myself in my company.
So somebody commented, flies in the room at all times. I feel like if you go to Howard and I'm gonna wait for that car. If you go to Howard, I feel like anywhere else you go in the world, if you're the only person coming from a HBCU or any sort of fashion background, I feel like you're probably gonna be the flyest in the room. I'm not gonna lie.
For real.
Y'all agree?
Yeah. I mean, again, like, everyone has their own, you know, taste, their own fashion, but when you go to Howard, it's just like, it molds you in a way that, like, your expression is more saturated, and it just is, I don't know, you just, like, have so much inspiration around you of, like, examples of black excellence, black swagger, black beauty. It's like hard not to, you know, ooze that, you know, wherever you go.
And there's so many things that make you fly, like other than your clothes.
The men are hoes.
Yeah.
I feel like I can't answer that question because, you know what I'm saying, I'm personally not a hoe.
Booed up.
I would just say like you can pick out in individual instances where men can be hoes, but then you can also pick out instances where men can be faithful men. Like, you can't just generalize it. Like, you know, the ratio does make it so that, you know, there are a lot more options for men. So, you know, like, it's literally 7-1. So, you know, you can do with the numbers, do with the math, what you will do, but I think it just comes down to the type of person you are. If you're a hoe type of person, you're gonna be a hoe, whether the ratio is 7-1 or 1-1.
But just know it definitely is a campus for you to, if you falling in love, fall in love. But you know what I'm saying? Don't get too sold.
That's the one.
Don't get too sold on that image, bro, because
That's actually true.
9 times out of 10 you rocking between a 2-week and a 10-month period. You know what I'm saying?
No cap, no in between either.
It's 2 weeks, 2 months, or 10 months. Or after that, once y'all make it past 10 months, y'all thoroughly might really be that, like, yeah, my grandparents type met at Howard, or my mom and dad met at Howard and fell in love. Like, then after that 10-month period, that might be y'all. But even still, don't get too sold. Like,
But I will say, like, advice as a girl, like, even if these men are blank, as women, you just have to hold firm with your beliefs. Because if they, at Howard, they're going to tell you straight, like, I don't want to be in a relationship.
True.
Very much Howard men will let you know.
They're honest.
And
they are
so,
honest.
Yep.
don't think you're going to change him. Don't think, oh, this is going to be my Howard husband and he's messing with 5 other women. Like, you need to, I'm not going to say be for real with yourself, but you have to be for real with what you want and how you're going to have it. And, like, it's not a shoulda, coulda, woulda, like, oh, if I could have gotten with him, my future would be here or now. Like, as Max just said, like, it can be 10 or 2. Oh, June said that. But don't be fooled by the Howard Love story. Like, be realistic with these relationships. They are straightforward about it.
The simplest things turn complicated at Howard, i.e. like talking to your admissions counselor.
Yeah.
Basically the Howard runaround.
Yes.
oh yeah,
Yes.
that's real.
That's real.
Howard will have you running around, looking for things that aren't there. You know what I'm
Asking
saying?
for people that aren't there.
It will make you feel like you're crazy sometimes. It will make you feel like
Yeah.
You're in the wrong.
it will teach you pure self-advocacy.
Yes.
I would say that. Teach you how to advocate for yourself in any room.
Boom. Leave it right there.
Mhm.
For real.
Shit. The students make the university worth it.
Yes.
Yes.
Agreed.
Absolutely.
100%. Without the students, Howard would be nothing but.
Quite literally abandoned buildings.
No cap.
That's a whole nother discussion. Look,
Yeah.
the abandoned buildings talk.
Chill. They're not ready for that.
I don't think they're ready for that. Like, oh, bro.
You know nothing about those buildings.
Yeah, abandoned building. I don't know, man.
But definitely, like, one time I was walking up the street and I seen, like, a manhole just open. And I was like, man, I was like, dang, I could really just go
I
in.
can hop in this
But
joint.
you talking about over by?
NX, that one street.
That's
I think that was definitely one, but there's multiple.
You know,
There was one up by Dallas.
I thought I saw like a family of like raccoons down one of them joints, bro.
I was like, that was one of the reasons why I'm like, maybe not.
Yeah.
Like, it could be some type of different, like, you would really meet the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I seen
down
like
there.
3 furry skummets just run up in that joint. I'm like, yo.
Nigga said scummits.
But yeah.
I guess this is a one for the woman in the building. Niggas ain't shit at Howard.
Ooh.
Wow.
How you feel about that?
I feel like that's a lie. I can only say that's a lie because I've really been around some ain't booty, you know what I'm saying? Ain't on nothing type young men. And that's where I have to give some credit to the young black men at Howard, because I feel like, you know, just a way that they're, you know, we already talked about everybody could be a hoe, so we're not even talking about that. We're just talking about the genuine on something or being grimy compared, or being like a bogus, like really on nothing type man. And that's where it's like, I respect the guys at Howard, because for the most part, each and every one of them is trying to get to the bag in a different way. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they have like a certain like thing about their personalities to where like, that's why people, you know what I'm saying? That's why a lot of people are like, a lot of women at Howard, you know what I'm saying, will probably go for a minute at Howard and then like come back with like things to say about it, because it's just that initial thing that attracts you to them will probably be like the fact that they are like trying to do what they gotta do. You know what I'm saying? All men as a species, you know what I'm saying? Y'all have growing points. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got growing points, but at the same token, Howard dudes aren't bad for sure. You could be way worse off with a guy off the street. You know what I'm saying?
Or a guy at like Hampton University.
Fake entry.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely. Or a guy at a PWI. I'm sorry, a black guy at a PWI.
Yeah, bro.
Compared to a Howard man.
You're done up.
You're crazy. But that's just.
No, the piggyback off of June, I wholeheartedly agree, even though I've been sounding pessimistic this whole time. Like, with men, you just don't want to just generalize it to simply Howard. You are attracting these particular type of men. And so you might have to rewire your like type of thinking. Like, okay, if I'm pulling people who are not in my best interest, maybe I need to go look into a different pond. It's not specifically Howard. You can get a dude who is trash from Georgetown. You can get a dude who is trash from your home state.
Hey man, shout out the young kings out here, bro.
I love you,
know
black
what I'm
man.
saying? Howard men will dance. They could sing. They could draw. They
They
could have
cook.
personality.
You can cook.
And we're gonna be in the books.
I met more black men that can cook here at Howard than I have ever in life.
Yeah.
Shout out Trey.
Shout out Trey.
Shout out Trey.
Shout out Max, man. Shout out Icy, man. We be cooking up in this
Shout out
joint.
You meet black men with genuine interests. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Genuine hobbies, genuine goals. If you ask them where they want to be in 5 years,
They can
tell
tell
you where they want to be in 5 years, and that's how you
And
don't
they'll have
get
the plan. They'll have the plan.
They
They
got
won't
a
just talk.
real plan.
They got a real plan.
Off first bill. Some of them fucked up.
With that being said, that's like 80%, but that's everywhere.
Right.
Everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's like everywhere.
We got one from your buddy.
Okay,
Yeah,
shout
right.
out Mom Dukes. Just left the building.
Hey,
One would assume all black people in a collective space help/root for each other. Not.
dang.
That's an interesting take, Mama.
Very
So I think
Layered.
personally,
layered question.
I think it can go either way. I feel like at Howard you're able to find a group of people that are willing to support you, but at the same time, I feel like whenever you do something great, you're gonna be faced with, adversity. And Howard is not an exception to that, sadly.
I feel like the deep-rooted backlash is often comes from insecurity, because I feel like a lot of students at Howard, we were in predominantly white spaces, and so we were constantly kind of by ourselves, kind of dogging it out, trying to be the best of the best. And so when you go to Howard, everybody's a student body president. Everyone did exactly what you're doing, and there's always going to be somebody better. But it really comes to the point of, okay, people at Howard, people will backstab each other because they feel insecure, essentially that. They don't feel confident in themselves. But I feel like when we uplift each other, you get more things done. Because when people are dogging it out, you're taking more time and energy. And if you can just discuss as a collective, you can both uplift each other. Mm-hmm. And I feel like that's a common thing Howard students kind of lack.
I feel like it's a balance, because with the layers of the question, it's or the assumption type thing, it's to be honest, some people aren't helping each other simply because they're just not meant to help each other. At the same token, you have to be on the same vibration. You have to be of similar frequencies. You have to be of stuff that aligns to be able to really collectively come together. And that's where part of it is the communication of how can those people even know that they're out there. But I'm firmly one who believes in the law of attraction. So it's for the most part, a lot of the creative people at Howard who come together and collectively uplift each other, we work with each other no problem. You know what I'm saying? We don't have...
Yeah, if you want to reach out to somebody, they usually, if they have an opening to help you, they're
super supportive.
To. Yeah.
Literally.
Beyond supportive.
Overly
in a way that you wouldn't find anywhere else.
Everything is a quote-unquote process here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's also one of the ones that's kind of indicative of life. Nothing is going to come easy. Everything comes with a process. Everything comes with more energy put into it before than the energy that you are ever going to receive from it coming out. And that's, anything that you want to do at a high level.
You're not going to get the growth without the rain. Y'all all have y'all own business.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every other person you meet has a business.
Or some sort of side hustle.
You're gonna leave with a hustle. If you don't come with a hustle, you're gonna be inspired in one way, shape, or form.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't leave with a hustle, you're gonna be oh, I'm about to get a hustle. As soon as you leave, you're gonna be man, I would have started a hustle. So I recommend you start your hustle.
Oh God.
When you come here, because you probably, if you come here, you probably have a hustle in mind. You just might not be doing it.
For real. Mm-hmm. I got 4. And your hustle can be something that you're passionate about that you just can quantifiably, produce output with. My music, music creativity can be a hustle if you quantify it the right way. So get your hustle.
Get your hustle.
Get your hustle up, bro.
Females are bougie.
Nah.
It depends.
It depends.
But
I feel like it depends.
For the most part, I would say no. June was saying earlier, everyone is here with a purpose. Everyone is here trying to get better. Everyone is here, chasing something. And I think if you have a drive, then it's a lot harder to be bougie if it's you're working towards something, because it's a struggle, and it's college isn't easy. So
and college is the starting ground too. At the same time, most people that are here, this is their beginning.
For real, you gotta make it to be bougie, and for college, it's alright, this is the start for a lot of people. So it's unless you've already made it, what is there to be bougie with?
Literally. To even touch on the question, the assumption itself, if you're somebody who's coming after women and the reality that you have gotten is that females are bougie. Let's start at what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Because it's probably not the women. It might be you, because you know what I'm saying? You call them females, and then you call them bougie. It's like, yo, hey, yo, like,
No,
start at step one. You know what I'm
maybe
saying?
a little respect.
Literally call them, you know what I'm saying? Call them women, and then respect them and see, like, why would a woman carry herself the way that she is carrying herself? And 9 times out of 10, you know what I'm saying, a lot of guys, whenever they say, like, oh, females are bougie, it normally be because they're not giving you attention. It normally be because they are being selective with their time, and you don't have the reasoning behind it.
And being selective is normal and, like, logical. Like, there's no... Me personally, I don't see any, like, bad blood behind being selective. You're supposed to be selective. If you're trying to spend your time, spend your energy with a person, you want it to be quality. So you're not just going to let anybody walk in and take that spot. So...
And if you don't get selected, you lost.
Nigga, you lost.
But it's not the only thing that can define you. Like, just keep going. Like, I feel like as a man, and I can't really speak for a man because I don't identify as a man, but as a man, I feel like, and y'all can speak towards, like, you gotta be confident, and you gotta be like, you gotta be ready to just go. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be confident and intentional type thing, because, like, not everybody's gonna like you, not everybody's gonna want to dance on you, not everybody's gonna want to give you attention. And you gotta, like, just keep going, because
You gotta be confident in your W's and your L's. You gotta know how to take that L and just leave it at that.
Yeah.
There's nothing more to it, and I don't wanna make this a reasoning for coming to Howard, but, like, realistically, if you take a L, there's approximately 4,000-5,000 other W's that you could make. So go put up some shots. Like,
go put up some shots for real.
Get
Put
in
it,
the gym.
and keep it a bean too.
and keep it
like,
respectful, keep it, like, you know, cordial, but
Down
know,
to earth.
Yes, but don't trip. Realistically,
I do want to touch on one thing, because I really don't like it when people call specifically black women bougie, because first and foremost, like, maintenance isn't bougie, it's self-care, it's mental wellness, it's making sure that you are in a good position for success. And so I'm sorry if I want to get my nails done, hair done, lashes done, etc., etc., etc. That's what I deserve, and that's how I want to take care of myself. Mm-hmm. And then second and foremost, like, as everyone has said, I'm not going to waste my time on something I do not seem fit. If I don't see a potential future with me, if I don't see a good reason to be with you, it's not being bougie, it's being smart.
right?
Like,
Right.
that's the one misconception I hate, because
And also, it's better for the other person.
exactly.
You're not wasting their time.
Exactly.
especially what they say about the nose, like one rejection is actually a blessing, like, or like, I don't know,
For every no, you get closer to your yes, or some genre like that.
something like that.
When a door slams, another one opens.
Like-
Something like that.
If somebody is blocking you out, somebody is really, like, turning their head up at you, bro, like, literally look the other direction, and there's probably gonna be somebody who's looking at you like, oh my gosh, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's probably gonna be somebody who's vibing with you. But if you are consistently getting the bougie approach, the bougie response, you probably should just
Look at yourself.
Think about what you're doing consistently that's putting you in the situations type thing.
They party a lot.
There are
Yeah.
a lot of parties.
But is work-life balance? Because, okay, there are so many parties, and you might have a party every single day. You'll come out of class, there's going to be a darty.
There'll literally be a party right
like,
outside your class.
Hey,
Yeah.
party during class. There was a
You'll
whole...
just be sitting by the window wishing you're out there all the time.
Exactly.
Trying to secure your scholarship, trying to be a good student. You got the Caribbean Club out there blasting, dance hall.
As they should.
At 2:00.
At 2 p.m.
On a
on a
Tuesday.
Thursday.
On a
Yeah.
Tuesday.
80-degree
girl.
weather, like everyone is on the yard.
And that's not a
but
bad
you
thing
in
at
your
all.
class.
But still barely. Like, I feel like compared to other party schools, like compared, not even party schools, let's compare ourselves to, well, I don't know, well, we don't be comparing ourselves. One, you know what I'm saying? Don't compare yourself. But comparing some of our parties to like the South schools, South HBCUs, bruh, like we could have like
Yeah, they be outside.
Freak
way more emotion. I'm not trying to have no Freaknik because that's crazy.
I want to experience
Not in
that.
2023. It's too many phones.
It is a lot of phones. It's a lot of shit. I would be wilding.
Respectfully.
Respectfully,
Respectfully.
Respectfully,
would be
I would
crazy,
be having a
huh?
good, great time.
I would be having an amazing time.
A safe time.
And I'd be, you know,
We gotta pull up to FAMU. I've been saying that.
To be a fire.
HBCU tour.
I definitely might.
Come on. Who's trying to invite me out to NCAT, FAMU?
Yo, if you go to a different HBCU, comment it.
Comment,
Down
please.
below.
Like,
Which
I'm actually trying to link.
HBCU?
Like,
Pull up. We
Please.
gonna pull up.
Literally. And if y'all got hot artists on y'all campus,
oh,
let us know.
yes.
Nah, ASAP.
Alright.
Artists, poets, all that.
Creatives.
For real. I just hear that y'all's dorms are not it at all.
Just keep it a buck. Just keep it a bean. That's true. But do they house you? I mean, like, when are they a shelter for you? Are they 4 walls and a place for you to come back to sleep to?
Maybe a little water,
Wow.
little shower.
Depends on the
Little
door.
community room.
Depends on the door. There's a water fountain at least everyone though.
No, but I feel like in tandem with like how we were talking about the Howard runaround, like that's another example of advocating for oneself. Because if you know you have mold in your room, or I'm about to be putting Howard on blast, but if you have mold in your room, or your door is broken, or someone
AC
broke
don't
in,
work.
like you do not want to wallow away and complain on Fizz or HE Speak Your Mind. You're gonna call up administration, you're gonna call up housing, residence life,
Yeah.
whatever, and you're gonna get it fixed.
Self-advocacy. For
And so, like, regardless of if the dorms are bad, like, you can make your dorm good by being sure you complain. Like, it's perfectly okay to complain sometimes.
And there's also some people that have dorm life that's completely normal, no complaints. So it really depends, honestly. It's not a guarantee that you're gonna get a dorm that's 100%.
No problem.
Yeah, no problems, but you know,
That's college.
right,
Literally, it's college.
right.
Ooh, and if you're looking to come to Howard, just know that by your junior, maybe senior year,
You gotta
you're
look for
on your own.
You gotta
housing.
get out of here.
Like, you're literally on your own. You have to find something. They might give you something that's in Maryland, 30 minutes away, maybe 15, 20 minutes away. But other than that, if you want to be like closer, find something.
You either get really, really lucky, or you gotta be.
You gotta do the due diligence. You gotta just search and prepare. Plan ahead too. You don't want to be the person that finds your house or wherever you live a week before classes start, and the whole time you're not knowing where you're gonna stay at.
But that was literally us,
Literally.
bro.
Stressful situation.
Literally us.
That was literally
Stress.
High
Unnecessary
key though.
stress.
That stuff be stressful.
We was
Week
literally, we didn't even
before,
know we
bro.
were gonna live until like mid-July.
And then gang lucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but good. We
We got
got
blessed.
plan. God always gonna make it happen.
God
though.
bless.
God Almighty.
For real.
Check out the room tour or the
Yeah,
crib tour.
check out the
If
crib
y'all wanna
tour.
check it out. We
Come
did a
on.
video
The
crib
video's out
tour.
here.
The video's out there. You feel me? So
Yeah,
God's love.
I got the last question.
as one.
Yo.
Thank y'all for sending in these questions, by the way. I really do appreciate it. Like, this is crazy. If your grades were not the best in high school, is it still a chance to get into Howard?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
You think so?
Bro, my
Yes.
grades, my freshman and sophomore year, I was literally like, I almost failed gym.
I've seen people get turned away with like.
Damn near 4.0s too.
I've
No,
heard
high
but
shit.
the
I've
reason
heard-
why. Oh, I apologize.
No, you got it.
I got it. No, but the reason why people like decline people with 4.0s is because it's two options.
Yeah.
One, they didn't actually do anything in high school, and Howard is looking for people who are achievers, who are trailblazers. They're not gonna just
Outside of just school.
just school. You need to have some substance to you. And then another thing is right now there is a subsequent trend with people just applying to hundreds and hundreds of school, and knowing that they're not even going to attend. And so the reason why colleges do that is because they know dang well you're not going to Howard. You just want to say you applied and you got in, and you're taking a spot from somebody else. And so I literally have seen someone who got into Howard with a 2.9, but they were president of their club. They were doing basketball. They were working there, like they were working hard. And so like, don't let a GPA deter you. Don't let your ACT, ASAT, don't let that deter you, because Howard is work. And in the end of the day, no one's gonna look at your high school diploma and be like, oh, when you're 32 years like, oh, she got a 2.9 in high school and she got a 3.5 in college. No, they're gonna see if you got the degree, you got the credentials. That's it. So don't let that like deter you.
For real?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say, like, for anybody who needs a real life example, I got into Howard and I started getting grades that was the highest grades I ever got. Like, my GPA freshman year and my GPA up until now is higher in college than it was ever in high school. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got a 2.7 GPA graduating high school. And from there, I came to Howard. Like, I literally just applied. Like, I applied. I didn't have no special connects. You know what I'm saying? I applied. I wrote my essay. And I knew I wanted to go. So that's pretty much like, as long as you like have a dream, as long as you have passion, I feel like, and of course, like,
And your essay does matter, by the way.
Your essay really does matter, because in my essay, I really wrote my essay. I was like, I want to go to Howard to do this, to do this. This is what I bring to the table. This is what I want to do when I'm in school. This is what I want to get out of school. This is why I'm going. I have an intention about it. And from there, I got accepted. So, love. Now, you might not get no dean scholarship, respectfully, but you definitely can get in. You know what I'm saying? Sourcing your financial supplementation, how you're going to get through school, is a completely other thing.
Well, with that, I think we're done. I ain't gonna lie, my battery's about to die. This is perfect timing.
Yeah.
Thank
Hope
y'all for
enjoyed.
Can I do the like and subscribe?
Oh.
Thank y'all for watching this video, man. Make sure y'all leave a like and subscribe and a comment, and continue to show love, man, for the Max McGadney community.
Yeah.
Peace.
Bye. Back with another video.
Where your mom at, nigga?
Guys, hot breath all over the land.
Hey, catching them on the top, make them hot.
Isaac,
That's my son, nigga. That's my son.
You already got one?
What the fuck?
Literally no, not even a couple. There's probably one hot dog left.
Y'all face the glizzies?
Bro.
Yeah, we ate. I said we ate all the meat. I knew I wasn't. Never mind. I had to work out that box. I had to work out that stripe.
Yeah, had to work out the box and think outside the box. Now I'm just fly like a kite. Yeah.
I broke out that box. I'm breaking up locks. I'm breaking them tick. I'm reading the sock. I got my hips shaking. It's a shock. Got this world shaking. It's a lot. Got these doors breaking down the lock. Got these doors asking who's who. Don't give a I give a who's clues. I had to make it juice. I had to make it.
I had to make it, had to hit my dance like I'm Michael Jackson dance moves. I had to go and kick it, and I go and spin it, then I go and hop up on my tools, yeah. Hop up on my toes, yeah. I just stick to my goals, yeah. I just had to chill with my bros, I chill with my, yeah, we gonna get more, yeah. And I get the drip on my body from head to the toe, yeah.
To the what?
And I get that drip from my mommy and she from the pole, yeah.
I get that drip from overseas. I'm the one that overseas. Can't nobody ever broke with me. Got my bro with me. We gon' go to Queens.